So murder number 9 this morning, early hours of this morning, April 10th, at approximately 3:53 a.m. IDA patrol officers responded to a shots fired call at the La Quinta Inn Hotel, which is located at 5812 North I-35 near 290 and 51st Street. And upon arrival, they were able to locate 2 victims. Both of them were transported to Del Seton Medical Center. One of the victims died as a result of the injuries that he received, and the other one is currently in stable condition. The deceased is a Hispanic male, 38 years old. We're withholding the exact identity of the deceased at this time because we want to wait for an official identity, and we also want to notify next of kin before we release that information. In regards to this investigation, we know that there were multiple shooters, and we know that there was a lot of people involved, and we're really asking for the public's help. If anybody heard anything, if anybody saw anything, if anybody has contacted them after this happened and given any information as to what happened, we would like for them to contact us at the same numbers and the same methods that we mentioned earlier. We know that one of the vehicles that left the scene, a black Dodge Charger, was in fact recovered abandoned in the Riverside and 35 area, and we were able to tow that vehicle for evidentiary purposes, and the search warrants are pending on that. We do believe it was related to the investigation, and we have that vehicle in our custody at this time. Are there any questions about this investigation?
What was the motive for this shooting?
I'm sorry?
What was the motive for this one?
We're not completely sure. We're in the beginning stages of the investigation, and we're unable to talk to the second victim because he's still at the hospital in a medical condition where he can't talk. So we want to talk to some of the witnesses who were there. We want to talk to anybody who may have information so that we can figure that out.
What are the relations between the 2 men that were injured? Are they friends?
We don't have specific information on that, and I would just say that that's part of the investigation that we're trying to figure out as well.
Okay, so you don't know if they were together or if they were shot at different times?
It was all one incident.
They were in the same spot when the shooting started?
It all happened in the La Quinta Inn parking lot.
Yeah.
Was the shooting random or targeted?
That's one of the pieces of information that we would like to know. I think a subsequent investigation will show that, and when we do a subsequent press release, when we have information, several days from now, I hope to be able to answer that question.
And you said there were multiple suspects. Do you know how many, and do you know if the 2 men were staying at the La Quinta Inn?
I don't have any information to say that they were staying there. We believe that at this time we don't believe anybody was staying there. We do believe that there were multiple shooters.
Okay, multiple shooters.
Last question.
A couple months ago, Chief Manley announced an initiative bringing outside officers into the downtown district to focus on crime there. Do you know if that initiative has any impact on responding to a situation like this in the north part of Austin? I
don't have any information on that.
And you don't know if the 2 shootings are connected at all? The one from last night and the one this morning?
I think because it's such an early hour of both of these murders, and we were less than basically 13 hours in, we're looking at all possibilities.